they seemingly without effort. Yeah, well, there'll be plenty of effort in this one because when two birds get together and start clawing at each other, feathers are bound to fly. Welcome to Houston, Texas, and Rice Stadium, home to the Owls. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Colligan, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Rice's offense takes the field. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense will really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
They'll run the option. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. This is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on
get it. And recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
They'll try to pop the draw. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So the Florida Atlantic Owls offense will go to work for the first time. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great.
Oh, he's got some space. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. Gets it past the marker. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Guys, let's talk about Florida Atlantic. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
The whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
Card in the backfield, it's Smith. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some meaning.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets the back moving. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And the Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The snap sets up the throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He's knocked down. The one way to come up with the interception.
Coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, he's got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Rice takes over. The Owls ready to get that offense cooking again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
Yeah, I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. No better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute that offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Terrell. Inside the 35. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Looking for room. It's Terrell. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got thrilled trying to deliver the quick ball. Now they face third down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Got some room in under the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. James Madison handled its business today, and given what the week was like in Harrisonburg, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Fun Belt, and that's certainly held true again today.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They feed him again. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. There's the pressure. That's it, fly. Working on the right. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. Has the edge. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He'll get rid of it. Got a man in the middle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
The RPO fired between the left. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
This offense is perfectly fine with a run game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum. They just wait.
Turning it on! Hits him with a stiff arm.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's That's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me, I'm the first option. Bam, next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
With the run on first and goal. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Got his man quickly. Touchdown! A great catch and run for 6. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The sure hands, it's Platt. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Direct snap. It's Platt. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They'll get to keep possession, but man, do they have a long way to go after that fumble threw them in reverse. The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Going to take a shot.
Sometimes the quarterbacks feel like they just got to go get it all back in one throw. That's what he was trying to do on that one. He forced it into traffic, and the defense made him pay, coming up with a huge interception.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line scrimmage.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Owls in a good spot here with second and short. Leaves it with the running back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Lee. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I think that time offensively, we're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does, winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Fires to the big fella. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Right back to the well. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Let's go. They'll try the run. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. It's complete to the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. UTSA packed a wallop today. This was supposed to be a major road test, and instead it felt like a stroll down the Riverwalk there in San Antonio. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Bringing the heat. He'll try to do it himself. There he goes. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marked it out of bounds at the 46. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Looking downfield on 1st down. Punch it out of the air. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads. Down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Tight end now in motion. Power football with the run. At the 20, he's got space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lee. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Final seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to put up 3 from the right hash. And this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. He gets a hand on it. He's got the ball. That one's wide. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime up half.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable 1st half in Houston. And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice game.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right.
Brings it to the open.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Finds a crease at the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the Owls come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give from the gun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play. You've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Rice rushes to the line. Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. Quickly complete. He's loose down the left side. Past the 20. Touchdown Owls. And once he found open space, the man will start playing.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that where I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. I think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. The give to the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, putting in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting it 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. Now they're going to throw it. Finds his tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive change.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Owls. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Boston College is running away with this one behind an offense that's firing on all cylinders. They're up by 20 over Oklahoma State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gives it on the option. Runs to the tackle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking for space. It's Jackson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down with a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Oh, my, he just shanked that one. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Quickly to the tight end. And he's almost to that first down marker there. Saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They're looking to throw on second and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Brown. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown now. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. He has been surgical. Precision passing. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. There's still plenty of time. You see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Rides the back and leaves it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get them in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. Play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone as Nelson ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback keeper. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under fire. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I'll tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
On the run, it's Terrell. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains.
29 Philly.
From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got a man, it's Messer. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
They'll send the back in motion. They want that clock to run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, he's got a chance. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense moving forward now.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. When a defense gets a sack, you know what they want? Another sack. Third down coming. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Scanning the field, it's Jenkins. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll go to the air on second and short. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Rice rushes to the line. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now. They're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Well, let's take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Arizona.
He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take it in. This drive will start at the 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Offense in the hurry-up. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike.
No gain on the play.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room.
And he sacked a big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now you get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you...
It's complete. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida
is over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
For the extra point.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
Rice, 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Back to pass, it's Jenkins. He's got it down the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Rushes on him. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat phase, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.